But yeah, after my last video, I got so much. It was an overwhelming amount of love from you guys, and I had no idea that some of the people that watched my videos, that watched my videos, actually watched my videos. I have people watching my like I had no like I said, I had no idea that these people watched my videos. People like my mom's sister, my mom's biological sister. 'Cause you gotta understand, she was adopted, so my whole family is an adopted family. But I got in contact with my mom's sister contacted me, and she offered me to come up and stay with her because she battled cancer just like my mom did. Fortunately, she beat it. But she lives up in New York City, and she knows a great group of doctors there. And she was going to let me come up and stay with her if I didn't make any improvements. But her name's Christine, and she's very nice. And she made me feel good because I was having a really bad night, and she contacted me, and we talked it out. And she said, as soon as I need to, I can come up there, and she'll take care of me. But luckily, it didn't get that far. But yeah, like I said, I just have crazy people watching my videos, like my friends from Oregon and some of my friends from Florida. That's going back half my life ago. I don't even know how some of these people remember my fucking name, let alone how they found my YouTube channel. And even my sister's little teeny bopper friends are watching my videos, so that's weird. It's gonna be making videos now is a little bit different, knowing who is watching, who's in the audience. I just thought it was random people, random fans that I've picked up through YouTube and through my rap stuff. But I mean, yeah, like I said, I got such an overwhelming amount of love after that video, just asking you guys for help, and just throughout the weeks, everybody asking me, am I okay? How you doing? Give us an update. I mean, I can't thank you guys enough. Like, there's no word for it other than just overwhelming. Like, I didn't know that I had that much love surrounding me. So, thank you so much. I wish I had that. It does. Just thank you, sincerely. What else? I think that's about it. I watched through, I'm not much of a TV person, but I had heard good things, so I decided to watch through Breaking Bad during this whole situation, during the month and a half that this was happening. That was a pretty good show. I enjoyed it. And then I made a Facebook post afterwards saying, I just watched through Breaking Bad. Can somebody suggest me some other stuff? And almost everybody suggested fucking Game of Thrones. And so like the next day, I started up Game of Thrones, and just fuck that shit. Who would watch through after the first episode? I had to watch the first episode like 2 times before deciding this is fucking annoying. They introduced at least 30 characters in the first episode alone. Like, it's just too much shit to follow. I feel like I have to get a notepad and take notes as the thing's going. Like, I'm sitting here trying to do some Battlegrounds on my Twinks while just the first episode is playing over here, and because I'm not the type. I have to be doing something with my hands. I can't just sit there in front of a fucking TV and just have it and just sit there feasting on it it doesn't feel good. I have to be productive in something, which I was able to do with Breaking Bad, and I followed Breaking Bad perfectly. But this show, I'm still frustrated about it, and this was like a week ago. Because everybody says it's a great show, just like they said about Breaking Bad. But it was just horses everywhere, and there were so many there's like 30 kings. There's so many goddamn kings that everybody's referencing, and they were being so serious, like something was about to happen, but nothing fucking happened. And there's just tits everywhere. I think there was some guy like touching up on his sister who was naked, and that wasn't okay. It's just a weird show, and it's too hard to follow. You have to like analyze. Every episode is like an hour long, or at least the pilot was. So it's like by the time you get to the end of the episode, they're mention the names that they just mention names throughout the conversation, and it was hard to remember who I'm already supposed to know and who they haven't brought into the show yet, and it's just too much shit. It's just too much. My friend Owen, he says that they made the books beforehand. Like there's some books on, or it was a series of books first. So maybe that's why I was unable to follow it, and everybody else loves it. Maybe just everybody else has read the book. But as a person who was just trying to watch the fucking show, I don't understand how anybody would watch the first episode and go, "Damn, that's good. I'm gonna watch the next one." So, my point is, I enjoyed having a show for a second, like Breaking Bad, to watch through that was fun, but then I tried again with another show, and it reminded me of why I just don't watch TV. So, that sucks. But, Disaster fucking Pat Stay is happening this month on King of the Dot. Woo! That's gonna be a crazy battle. That's going to be crazy because Disaster and Pat Stay, I've wanted them to battle forever. They're in my top 3 favorite battlers ever, outside of like Soulcon, who retired. Dude, that's going to be a crazy, crazy battle. If you haven't seen Disaster versus DNA or Disaster versus Cannabis, dude, he like made both of them cry, basically. I don't know if it's just DNA. DNA just always looks like he's about to cry anyway. That's just, I think that's just his face whenever he's waiting. But he definitely he killed Cannabis's career. But yeah, I don't know what it's gonna, because Pat Stay is another one of those MCs that just doesn't lose. But Pat Stay's fucking hilarious. He has like some of the funniest lines. But Disaster is just so aggressive. He's so flamboyant and so energetic. I think he does a lot of coke before every battle. But whatever he's doing, he makes it work. Although the last 10 months or so, he's really let me down, because I think he's just been freestyling all this shit, and I'm not a fan of that. But even then, his old freestyle shit, like when he'd forget his writtens or whatever, he would freestyle and it'd be very, very fluent and very good. But these days, it's like he's not even trying. It's like he's just writing off the fact that I don't know. But he said, if you watch the I think it was the title match. It was Pat Stay versus, was it Arcane? He looks behind him, and Disaster's sitting there behind him. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna fuck you up." I don't know what Disaster had done. I don't know if he was talking over his verse or whatever. But Disaster was like, or Pat Stay was like, "I'm gonna fuck you up." And you hear Disaster say in the background, "I didn't even write for Arcane, but I'm gonna write for you." So that means Disaster's gonna write for this shit, and of course Pat Stay is. So this battle is gonna be crazy. And that's awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna do the Q&A video tomorrow, if not the next day, and I just have a random 15-minute talk video to do, because I just have a bunch of random topics that I just want to talk about. So yeah, that's it, and I guess this is your last night to ask questions on the Q&A video. Have a good night, and again, thank you all for the love and the support that you guys gave me. That was beyond words. And yeah, hopefully I make a full, complete recovery pretty soon here. It's looking like it. So yeah, you guys have a good night, and hit me up on Facebook if you want to talk or anything.